Fake name Abby, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what happened, girl?
So I'm married now. So this was years ago. I matched on Tinder with this guy, brought him home. Like, we were dating for a little bit, and then I brought him home for dinner. And he was making weird eyes with my sister as if they knew each other. And then later on that night, I found out that they had matched and dated for a while, but we didn't know because my sister and I weren't close at the time, and we weren't really speaking.
Oh, God.
And let's just say that was our last date, and it was so gross.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
who told you, your sister or the date?
Well, it was kind of weird because it was like they knew each other, and it was like you could cut the tension with
Sure.
a knife. It was weird. And then later that night, I was like, what's going on? Like, did something happen? Did my sister say something to you? Like, what's going on? And then we had gotten into an argument, and then it came out.
Damn,
Oh,
all right.
God.
Yeah, and what are the odds, too? Do you and your sister look alike, fake name Abby?
She's a little bit bigger version of me, but yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Hold on 1 second. You're in the running. I imagine that happens
From time
kind
to
of
time.
often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let's go in Tampa, Florida on the free iHeartRadio app. Brittany, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. During your date, what happened, girl?
So it was like a little bit later into the date. We were just talking. Everything was normal. And then, like, out of nowhere, he just drops my last name. And,
Oh.
like, my soul left my body
Yeah.
Oh,
that
God.
moment and went through all the conversations. And I was just like, I never told this man my last name. And then he saw I was, like, super freaked out. And he was like, oh, honestly, it wasn't that hard to find your last name. Like, I'm an investigator. It's what I do for my job. And I'm just like,
Oh.
what the
Oh.
F?
Yeah.
Just keep that to yourself.
'Cause-
Like,
well, at that point, too, Brittany, he probably knows more about you than just your last name. He just didn't tell you that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I mean, he was an insurance investigator, so, like, I didn't think too much of it. But
Sure.
then, like, the whole last name thing, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to get chopped up.
Yo, yeah, no
And
doubt.
then,
Oh, yeah.
actually, after the date, he texted me and was like, hey, do you want to go to a wedding with me? And this was, like, a couple months out, and I'm just like, I got to go.
no.
Yeah. He's like,
I don't
brother,
blame you.
you already know the answer. All right, Brittany, hold on 1 second. You were in the running. That's one of those things where, kind of like with the second date update yesterday, you keep that to yourself.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I
Like, we
mean-
all Google before we go on dates
Yeah,
with people.
but
No, just don't tell them, like, like, where they're born and stuff yet.
No. Let me go in Purcellville. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you go on the date, and what happens, girl?
All right, man, I tried to do a dating app one time, and, we had a good time at the date. It was kind of weird, but I overlooked it. Went back to my house, decided to get a little frisky,
Nice.
and before things could really take off, dude just started breaking down crying. Like,
God.
like crying, like full on just weeping, sobbing. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
He sat on my bed for maybe like upwards of 3 hours the whole time of me trying to kick him out of my house. And finally I was like, dude, you got to get the f- out of my house.
No,
hold on.
no,
Dylan,
I can't say
you
that.
can't say that word. And saying sorry beforehand does not mean you can say the word. You gotta get the heck out of the house.
You gotta leave.
But I was like, you got to get out of my house, dude. And he did try to hit me up after, and I just fully had to ghost him. I'm like, dude, we are way full adults, and
Yeah.
you are sobbing like you need your little blanket
Yes.
on my bed.
But
Yes.
why was he crying?
I don't know, and
Okay.
I never fully got an answer. And after about 10 minutes, I really didn't care.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted him out of my house.
Yep, that's fair.
God.
Okay, all right, Dylan. 1 second, you're in the running. I just like how she said sorry first, and then
Yeah.
dropped the one word we really can't say. Hold on. Fake name Carly needs voice change. Fake name Carly. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl. So what happened?
All right, so I was using the Tinder app. I found this guy. We went on a date. He wasn't really like his profile. He was a lot shorter than he said he was, and
Sure.
that's like a big thing for me. Anyway, fast forward, he had my Snapchat, and that was it. Well, I blocked him on it because he kept texting me, and I was just like, I'm done entertaining this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple months, I get a random text, and I'm like on my iMessage, and I was like, hello, who is this? And he was like, this is the guy. And I was like, how'd you get my number? And he was like, oh, Facebook. No, my number isn't on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he was gaslighting me, saying that he was the one that blocked me and I was the one that got away. And I was like, dude, no, you're not going to gaslight
Hell
me. into
no.
thinking,
No.
like,
No, yeah, that you can't just
Yeah,
show us
it was
somebody's
so
number.
weird.
Yeah, no, faked in Carly 1 second. You're running. You can't show up, fella, and be like,
No, that's
I got it off of an app that it's
no,
not on.
absolutely not.
Vote for your favorite over text 99338. Let me go. Kay, good morning.
Good morning.
So this is just a coffee date, and what happened?
So I'm going through a divorce after almost 20 years. So I've been out of the dating game for a long time. I matched with a guy. We went for coffee, found out we worked out at the same gym, and he right out of the gate was like, so what are you doing after this? Because I'm trying to put a baby up inside you.
What?
And I was like, what the hell? I was like, is that what the dating world is like? And he's like, yeah, I always wanted to have a mixed baby, and you and me, we make a pretty baby together. And I was like,
Okay.
nah, bro, I'm out.
No.
Okay, that could have been your knight in
Yeah.
shining armor.
Oh, my God, no thanks.
You were
Scared to
conceived
death.
on the
That was a
first
red
date.
flag.
And they say chivalry said.
Yeah.
All right, Kay, 1 second, you are in the running. Fellas, what are we doing?